How annoying do you think this is going to be to listen to?
I mean, we ate seaweed on the first episode.
Yeah, but there's literally a train right now. Welcome to Sea Bleezy Knows. I'm the aforementioned Sea Bleezy, and I know.
That's white noise, everyone knows. Nobody's used to eating seaweed.
Yeah, maybe. Look at that. You can see the waveform, and it's just awful.
We're not peaking.
Yet. We're here in the city. What's the date? Not today, but when it comes out. We can do math. Wednesday, whenever that is. 11th-ish? Okay. Where are we going right now? Toast, which is a bar with food.
It's a food with bar.
It's a food with bar. I don't trust you. Who's this again?
This is Rob.
Rob.
What Patrick? I am player.
He's not gonna talk. Let's go.
Fellow NSM.
Well, here we are.
Sure, you guys eating dinner?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay. Great. Well, this will be plenty loud. Thank you. You've been here many times, I know that, right?
Yep.
And you too, Rob?
Absolutely.
He said yes. What do you play?
Trumpet.
A trumpet player as well, at MSM.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm the odd man out. What do I want?
Well,
I'm really hungry.
Chicken, but I know.
No, I don't want to eat meat.
You get the mozzarella sandwich.
Ooh, burgers. Just kidding. That sounds pretty good.
Veggie burger?
I think I'll do the grilled veggie. Look at that. That's amazing. And you've never even thought about it. You have never even thought about it.
Because I've had a veggie burger once.
This is not a veggie burger. Look at it. Grilled veggie.
What? There's no...
Just be honest. How many times have you come here?
A good number.
And you never even thought about it. I wouldn't have either.
I like the ingredients, but it doesn't have any protein. It's like
Portobello mushroom. It's a lot.
a lot for a vegan.
It's true. It's true. I'm just saying, 5 months ago, I wouldn't have ever even thought about it either. I would have been like, ooh, a grilled veggie. How about the chicken Caesar, though?
You get the grilled cheese as a vegan. Oh, it's not a vegan option.
It's not a vegan option, but I would eat that. Vegetarian enough. So I went out with a girl today.
How about the 12-ounce ribeye?
Yeah, I think that's good. That's vegan, right? Can you do the 12-ounce ribeye, but hold the meat? I don't eat meat, so they'd just be like, no. They just come with a potato. But it costs like $36.
So you were the girl today.
I went out with a girl today, but I went out with my friend Dave, who you've met. He's gay. And this girl who I had never met before. It was our first date. I think it's fair to call it a date, but I was like, I had lunch plans with Dave, who's a friend from high school.
Right.
And then we were like going out, and I was like, oh, I already have lunch plans. Let's just do a trio. It was so awesome. Like, I was not concerned about him like showing me up. And like, I went to the bathroom. I actually had to run in like, not at all. I had to run to actually put money in the meter, and it would have been like 20 minutes that I left them. Otherwise, I would feel insecure. I'm an insecure guy. And it was actually really nice. I don't know. He's awesome. And so is she. She's a film student at NYU, or
we didn't
photography.
flip the coin.
We didn't flip the coin. That's fine.
Wait.
No.
I've got a coin.
No.
It's only...
Be happy for me.
It's a dime. I don't know if that counts.
It does.
You want to flip it?
Oh no. Be happy for me.
I just realized I could totally be negative about this.
No, but don't be. It was so nice. She was lovely.
Fat chance.
No. She was great. I think we met on Instagram. I'm not positive about that.
That's a new one on me. I've never heard of that.
I messaged her because I found her on Instagram. I don't know how that happened, but then it was like, hey, maybe she posted a picture. This is what happened. I remember. She posted a picture hiking in an area near me, and I was just searching the pictures of that area.
It was a series of flirts from picture only.
No, a little bit of that. And then I was like, we should hang out. And she said, yes, absolutely. And I was like, this seems like a trap. And she was like, I'll come up to the Hudson Valley in November and we'll hang out. And I was like, that sounds a little, as Jerome would put it, rapey. And so I decided to do a trio.
Our server thinks you're on the phone right now.
Maybe.
That's exactly what it is.
Well, what do you want? Here, hold on. I'll pull out my actual phone. Okay. Are you ready to order? Yeah.
Ready?
We are.
Yeah, what would you like?
I'll do the grilled veggie.
Sandwich?
The sandwich.
Fries or salad?
Salad would be great. I'm a very healthy person.
Oh, can I get the chicken Caesar wrap? Yeah. Fries or salad? Can I get fries? Can I get some Chipotle mayo on the side?
What'd you get?
Chicken Caesar wrap.
Stop.
The exact same thing, but with the Lagunitas side.
And Rob's doing the same.
The chicken Caesar wrap with fries? Yep, and the Chipotle mayo.
They both got fries. And Chipotle mayo. That sounds awesome. I'm going to steal some of that from you. Thank you. Oh, this hasn't been recording. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a funny joke. How long do you think we've been recording for?
5 minutes?
8 minutes.
You think? I thought it was like 20. It's been 6. Yeah. I thought like, oh, we've definitely been just like
Well, then what was the Halloween episode we recorded it?
45 minutes or something?
About like 10 minutes.
Well, that was after the wedding, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So much of my drive gone.
Yeah.
I saw Finlayson in the street the other day.
No way.
I just kind of locked eyes with him for half a second.
I'm sorry. So, Rob, you listen to the podcast, is that right?
I do.
You're the first person I've met that, under that pretense, where like you know me, I assume, through the podcast first.
Pretty much. That and the trombone videos.
In the trombone video, but that's not my personality at all.
Trombone.
Oh, you're negative Nancy.
What size mouthpiece do you play?
Stop. Don't you even begin to start with me right now.
First trombone and jazz band this year. I want to know how I can increase my range.
I hope you can't hear anything right now. So I went out with the girl, and she was very nice. She was very nice. I'm pleasantly surprised. I mean, we just clicked instantly, and it seemed very obvious we were going to click even before we met. Like, we were just texting, and she was like, oh, sorry, I didn't get back to you, which is something we, as humans, have anxiety about, right? If somebody doesn't text you back within, like, an hour or something, you're like, oh, well, they hate me, so I guess that's over.
But if she responded back right away,
She's crazy. And so she apologized. I was like, you don't have to apologize, even though it was actually really nice of her to. And she was like, oh, this is great. No stress, no anxiety. And there wasn't any.
clicked at the same time.
What do you mean?
I know sometimes you might need to click, but then you need to wait for her to click.
No. I mean, it was so...
Like when you accidentally say I love you and then they don't say it until a week later.
I said I love you on Instagram before...
I mean, sometimes I'll give a girl my social and already put a down payment on a house.
we have a joint bank account. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yes. The three of us.
Together yet?
No, not yet, but she just hasn't quite figured out the train schedule yet. We...
That's nice.
So she was planning on coming up to probably go hiking, even though it would have been really cold in November, even though it's not really cold, and it is November.
It's really warm.
And so I was like, instead of that, let's go get lunch. And that was 2 days ago? 2 days ago. So there was not enough time for us to have it be awkward and like anxiety or anything. It was just like, oh, and what's happening? And we hung out, and it was awesome. Very happy about it. I don't even care if it turns into anything because she's fun to be around. Isn't that better?
You can tell yourself that.
I am telling
To not
myself
psych
that.
yourself out.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I highly doubt she'll listen to this, so I'm fine about it. But
Well, what if she's curious about you and she looks this up?
she hasn't found my videos yet, so she will have plenty to go through before she gets to this.
He's got a bunch of videos. Oh, he's got a podcast.
He's got a
Check that out
podcast.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, if she listens to podcasts, I think she'd be more inclined to see what's his podcast versus what's his trombone play.
And I'll listen just to the latest episode, just to see, yeah. I'm cool with it. I think she would be fine too. She was cool. She said, I was like looking for her, and she's like, I'm wearing a dress and holding a banana, and Dave and I just looked at each other, we're like, she's wearing a banana suit, isn't she? She wasn't?
Damn.
But we couldn't like get that picture out of our head, so we couldn't for the life of us find her, because we're like, I don't see a banana. Yeah, she was holding a banana.
In the air?
In the air. No. Remember, what was it? The dildos?
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, Rob, we're getting you. We'll clue you in. It was
Pat Hoff story.
a couple of our college buddies, trumpet players as well, and they would go to music festivals, and where there's a lot of people, it's hard to, like, you get
Big crowds. You just get lost.
lost, you lose your friends in big crowds, especially at music festivals, and so they would bring these dildos and just hold them up in the air.
Just big, bright dildos.
And I mean, it works. I've never done it, but I think it's funny that they did. All right,
It's a really good idea.
it's an idea. What did you do today? So that was my day. I woke up and went on a double date with a gay guy and a girl that I've never met before.
I played for Kyle Turner.
Really?
He came and gave a master
Kyle
class.
Turner was the tuba professor when we started at college, but he left halfway through.
So I played an etude for him that I haven't played in months,
Of course, naturally.
and I was freaking out, just trying to get it to sound decent. When I played it for him, and he didn't have anything to say. He's like, "Oh,
Yeah. Awesome.
I kind of tuned out on him after a while. Was what he was saying? Did that have anything to do with what you did?
Well, he was just saying, he's like, I could get in the details about stuff, but he was saying there's like the two sides of, overanalyzing and just playing the music. And he's like, well, I'm not going to overanalyze this. It sounds good. Maybe there are a few intonation things that if you look at, but I'm not going to get into them. It sounds great.
Right. He was like, I'm not going to overanalyze this just for the sake of, trying to teach you how to breathe or something.
And then afterwards, I think you were over talking to him. Oh, I remember when you played at my school.
No, he asked me if I remembered if he played at my school.
Yeah, and then I went over. I went to SUNY Purchase. Like, oh wow, I'm sorry.
That's what happens. I mean, I ran into, or you were there. I don't know if you were there. You may have gone to the bathroom at this specific time, but Weston, at the Manus Trombone Day, I ran into him, and I was just like, well, hey. Or even worse,
I farted in a zip car.
yeah. I know you farted in his zip car. Do you boys like jazz? Yeah, amazing. The second trombonist in the Metropolitan Opera, and you farted in his zip car after he asked you if you like jazz. I don't have anything like that. But Jim Marquis, who was similar, except he wasn't there when we were. I went up to him and I was like, hey, I went to SUNY Purchase, and he's just like, oh. And they just looked at me, waiting for me to say something else, and I'm like,
Yes, and
usually this goes, oh, say hi to Graham for me, or something like that, and he just stared at me like, that's a fact, probably.
I like the Marcus Rojas approach.
Marcus Rojas.
I went to SUNY Purchase.
And then he just starts bashing some of the teachers, which, to be fair, deserved it. Yeah, that was awesome. Marcus Rojas is the man. I love that man. All right, and what did you do today? Were you in that masterclass?
I was there.
Did you play?
Yeah, we played the Morgan music by Hindeman.
Organ music. Is that the quartet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You played that one.
I played that with
Ron, John Cummings.
and Rich playing the French horn part on the trombone. It was amazing. It was fantastic. It was not fantastic.
Ron was. I know Ron.
Ron was not in it.
He played that with somebody else.
It was Reed. It was Reed. It was John. Yeah, it was great. How did it go for you? Because it was not great for us.
It was surprisingly good. We sight read it as a group at 9:30 and performed it at 10.
This morning. That's pretty fun. I mean, I like that better personally, but that's because that piece is really easy for trombone, and that's kind of mind-numbing.
We did that with that other piece for Vince Panzarella's masterclass.
Oh yeah.
We just
Sight read.
30 minutes before had to play this thing.
I mean, that goes one of two ways. It sounds fresh and exciting, and everybody's on the edge of their seat and really committed, or the teacher goes, "Nice sight reading," and you're like, "Ugh."
I think it's better. It's better for whoever is doing the masterclass. It makes them look good because anything they say, we're just
true.
gonna get better each
That's
time.
what Mark said when he did the masterclass at Purchase. Somebody played, and then he was like, "All right, just start it again because I could say anything and it's going to be better." And we're like, "You're not supposed to say that. That's the trick."
But literally, it's gonna get better.
Reveals his secrets.
Yeah,
They've never gotten it any further, so just don't do anything.
Yeah.
Play louder.
Or do the just like tell them to do something arbitrary and then tell them to do the opposite because it wasn't musical.
Or I think while they're playing, just do the pointing through.
Like breathe really heavily.
I like when someone is talking at me while I'm playing.
I kind of like that. Yeah.
It's like when I'm at the gym, like if somebody's saying something, keeps me focused.
For me, it's like when I'm doing an improv solo, and at Purchase they did this all the time to the point where it was literally a joke. Somebody would be playing like one note, like ba 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 da ba ba, and people would be like, "Yeah, oh yeah, yes," and like get it, and then it would just like fuel you. It actually would. Like they're kidding, but you're like they're on my side all of a sudden.
They're listening.
They're totally in. Like. At that point, it doesn't matter what you do because they're gonna love it because that's the game, is to like build you up, and it actually is really awesome. It makes you play better because you stop worrying about it and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna keep playing this note. Why not?" What was that? You hurt your arm? Little back issues. You putting up big numbers still on the pec deck?
Why?
Just answer the question.
Yes.
That's what I thought. All right. Well, that's enough of that. We didn't do the theme song. Do you want to sing right now?
No.
Do you want to know the meaning of life? This week is sponsored by Toast, New York City.
Toast.
It's a restaurant and bar. Give it all of the great Yelp reviews. Jerome has lost his marbles because a busboy came by and slapped him in the face with some sort of tub. And he thought it was really funny, evidently. Okay, every time I put the microphone right next to Jerome, he freaks out and can't say anything. But it's funny to look at, but you unfortunately can't see that. So.
I wish you knew what was going on.
What's going on in your head? What do I say?
Yeah, their gears turning, and then that goes there and just...
Well, that's why you need a hype man that's going like, yeah, and everything you say. Go ahead, start.
Get it. Yeah.
Come on.
Is this okay?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Keep going. Say it. Keep talking. Talk about something. Say it now.
Yeah.
Pineapple.
Pineapple. Remember when I got the pineapple thing? Come on.
You got an entire half of pineapple.
At a Thai place last time we were hanging out with Dave.
It's two full cups of fried rice.
Tell them about the 2 full cups of fried rice. It was a big old bowl of fried rice.
They were good.
They were good. That's good. You want to say anything? Yeah. See, you're doing it now. He did the exact same thing. He's like, I wouldn't choke in that scenario. Oh, here we go. Food's here. Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bring you guys anything else right away?
I think that's it.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, we're going to eat. You have an awesome day. Thanks, Toast. 20 minutes. Not too bad.